Oh, you're here. Please, sit down. I looked all over the continent for you, and here you are now, in front of me, with those sad eyes of yours. Look at you. You've grown to be a first-class hero, traveling through the depths of hell. A few years ago, I would never fathom seeing you like this. It takes me back to when we were just little kids, playing around, not having a clue of what's happening in the world. Even then, I noticed that you would go the extra mile for me, and I liked you for that. And then we made that promise. I was so happy when we did, to be honest. 2 little kids wanting to be with each other when they got older. But things took a turn when I was called up to be on the hero's party, to help him through his adventure. I didn't think that it would take 2 years to complete it, though. And of course, your 1-year journey happened after that. You've grown so much in 3 years. You've become more handsome, and you've grown out your hair quite a bit, I see. I hope you've been doing well. I'm glad to see you again, but I've hurt you, haven't I? You deserve an explanation. A long overdue one, in fact. About that day, when the hero publicly proposed to me. About our promise. You see, when I started the adventure, my intention was to finish it quickly, so I could return to your side. But throughout our journey, feelings changed. The hero saved me countless times. He was a reliable person indeed. We bonded through the monsters we slain and the accomplishment of his quest. He was kind. He made my heart skip beats. It pains me to admit that my heart was lost at the time. I almost believed I fell for him. But this... Every time I wielded this sword, the sword we vowed our promise upon, it would remind me of you. I could never let it go, no matter how dull the blade became. I always found the time to sharpen it, to wield it in every battle, even when the hero offered me better weapons. I see you still have the other one strapped to your side as well. I'm happy you didn't forget about me. Oh, wait. Please don't leave yet. Please, I'm begging you. Just look at me. Let me get everything off my chest. It's hard for me. When I returned to the kingdom, my heart was more confused. I wanted to see you as soon as possible after we were welcome home, but that's when the hero proposed to me, on the castle balcony, with everyone watching. You were there, weren't you? It must have been heartbreaking, I understand. I suppose you left right then and there. You couldn't bear the sight. I couldn't just decline him. And I couldn't accept either. So I made him wait for my response. It was a really hard choice for me to make. After that, I couldn't bring myself to visit your family. But when I finally decided to visit, you've already left for a journey on your own. Your parents were sad, and your sister refused to talk to me. Akane was devastated that you left without a word, but only a note, telling them that you would only return when you were stronger. But I needed to tell you something very important. The hero was very kind indeed, to every person around him. But it looked like he treated me the same as every other woman he would meet. He was like that during our adventure, too. He's a very kind person indeed. He did everything in his duty of being a hero. It's his duty to save the kingdom and have someone as his bride. And it would be fitting in his heroic tale for his comrade to be his bride. But as they say, not every story has a happy ever after, right? After a few days, he proposed yet again, and I just couldn't bring myself to accept. I wanted to see you so bad. So I declined, and decided to search for you instead. I wanted to fulfill our promise. Of course, your sister decided to accompany me in searching for you. At first, she couldn't even look at me. But eventually, we've gotten closer and closer. Every town we passed by, we heard songs of praise to your name. We've heard the stories about your heroic tales, defeating the dragons in the far east, and battling the frost giants up north. It seemed that you were far more capable. I see you've made your friends as well. Your party that never left your side. I noticed you have a beautiful elf in your party, and a dragon as well. I won't blame you if you've lost your feelings for me. Whatever your answer will be, I'll gladly accept it. Even if I have to wait for another year. I've made you wait for far too long. I've hurt you so much that I couldn't forgive myself if I didn't at least talk to you. I said that not every heroic tale has a happy ending. But I want you to have one. I'll wait for your response, no matter how long it takes. What do you... It seems that you've already made your decision. I see. You still want to fulfill the promise. Of course. The promise that we would be with each other. I'm truly happy. I love you. Please, take me as your bride.